You're watching TSU TV 98.
Coming up on the TSU TV News 98 live at 5, they don't feel safe. President Glenda Glover addresses the students about issues that cause concerns on campus.
Plus, SGA President Devontae Johnson challenged the campus to speak out to make a change. Stay tuned to hear exactly what they had to say.
All that and the Tigers are playoff hopefuls. From the TSU News Network, your News 98 live at 5 starts now. Good evening and welcome to TSU TV News 98 live at 5. I'm Tamara Wilson.
And I'm Krystal Nichols. Students are getting the chance to make a change. Make sure campus administration know how they feel.
After the Speak Out Against Vandalism rally, President Glenda Glover conducted a town hall meeting to respond to the students of TSU.
From car and dorm break-ins to on-campus vandalism, students feel that they are not safe at Tennessee State University. They want to know what actions are being taken to ensure these things won't continue to happen. Many students rally around the library at TSU for a silent speak out about what's been going on around campus.
Students expressed their views about the security changes that they would like to see on campus.
It's more security, basically, as far as like setting up cameras if necessary, because I mean, this has been going on for how long? What, 2-3 weeks? And they keep replacing windows, but I don't think that's stopping the problem, the issue of what's going on, because they continue breaking windows, and that cameras going throughout the whole campus, not just the library, but in the dorm rooms as well.
Students are demanding for something to be done about all of the vandalism happening on campus. After the third consecutive time that someone bust a window out of TSU's library, students feeling that they have had enough take a stand. SGA Representative Brett Jackson says that this speak out is only the first step in solving this issue.
The next steps that we have to take as student government and student leaders on this campus is to address the issue in a positive manner, combine and collab with administrators to figure out how we can get some change on campus, how we can get, some progression on campus.
From your TSU TV News 98, I am Odessa Lewis.
Lately, around the Tennessee State University campus, vandalism has been more relevant than ever before.
What's the need for vandalizing our campus when it's where we go to school, it's where we live, it's where we work? Why would you vandalize a place that you would call home?
Students and faculty members today were given the chance to voice their opinions at the forum. Some students were pleased with their answers, others don't think their questions were answered at all.
It's something in the progress. When is it going to be in the progress? Because I've been here for 3 years and I've been advocating, asking the question of when is this, or what about this for boy? I was like, what's wrong? And it's always the process of it's happening, but nothing has happened.
Although many students feel completely safe on the TSU campus.
I feel safe on campus. I don't know what's going on that's got everybody so afraid or anything, but I personally feel as if we don't need to up the security or anything.
Overall, students were still offered solutions to their problems, and changes will be made to campus next semester.
I've asked Chief Briggs to start the process on a routine, regular basis where we check IDs of students. We're asking students to wear check IDs when they come to campus. And then we ask them to wear IDs at all times, and faculty and staff.
President Glover plans on having a forum throughout the semester and next semester. For TSU TV News 98, I'm Courtney Mickens.
Along with being required to wear IDs next semester, each student will be given a personal PIN number in order to enter their dorms. Local Nashville health organizations come to Tennessee State University for a good cause. Health professional talks to students about taking care of their bodies by getting the flu shot, washing their hands regularly, raising awareness about cancer among students. This year's health fair had over 200 students which is tripled over the last 3 years.
What will you be doing next spring? Have you met with your advisor yet? It's time to start signing up for your next classes. Registration is now open for the next spring semester. Early registration is now through January 15th. Classes need to be confirmed by December 2nd. Classes start January 16th and late registration runs through January 24th. To see your account balance, pay fees, or to confirm your classes after December 2nd, go to your My TSU. You must confirm your classes by January 10th, or you will be dropped, even with a 0 account balance.
It may seem too early to think about spring break before Thanksgiving, but you can already sign up to get ahead of your classes instead of heading to the beach. Registration is now open for Extreme Spring Break 2014. It's a chance for you to get ahead or get catched up on a lot of general education classes requirements. You can earn a semester's credit in a week. You may even qualify for a scholarship to get the classes for free. For more information on the courses and the requirements, check out the website at tennstate.edu/stars.
While registering for your classes, take some time to give your professor a grade too. The online course evaluation period is now open. Just click on your My TSU to rate your professors and classes. This is your opportunity to evaluate your classes, how your classes have gone, and say whether you think your professor was effective at teaching your classes. The course evaluation period runs now through December 5th.
Coming up, seniors of the Department of Communications show off their research and projects for senior seminar.
And see what seniors are doing to prepare for graduation, coming up after the break.
Graduation is right around the corner, and for many seniors, it's crunch time. Senior project is the last hurdle some students have to clear before entering the real world.
Back in the late 60s, the University of Tennessee at Knoxville announced plans that it was going to expand.
My research question is, how does the college experience at a historically black college?
The evening began with an oral presentations, followed by poster presentations, and concluded with commercial music performances. Friends, family, and faculty had the chance to see the product of a long semester. Now is the final stretch in the race to graduation.
Being prepared for life after TSU is the ultimate goal for most students. News 98's LaToya Pickett explores how seniors assemble themselves for the real world.
As students prepare to put the final touches on the semester, many are preparing for the real world. Through the many courses and workloads, many students wonder if it's enough to land that dream job or career. The December graduation is around the corner, and some have the question, am I prepared? Seniors are now thinking about what is actually about to happen once the diploma is handed over. While some seniors have jobs waiting, others are hopeless. Graduation. Many students have the agonizing feeling of uncertainty about life after graduation, while others have a plan about their future.
A lot of the professors that I took for my courses, they definitely prepared me with showing me how to do media kits, press release, how to represent, and how to talk in front of a camera, in front of a room full of multimillionaires, and how to conduct seminars, because one of the things that I want to do is I want to teach players how to communicate effectively. I don't want them to be like, oh, yeah, this is what we do, and speaking all Ebonics. I want them to speak proper English.
It's really important that students learn the characteristics that they're going to need to be able to move and succeed forward in their careers, because if you do not have motivation, if you don't have the initiative, if you don't persevere, you're not going to be able to make it in real life.
For TSU News 98, I'm LaToya Pickett.
The fall graduation is December 14th at the Howard Gentry Center Complex, starting at 9 a.m. TSU has faced many problems this semester, including the register not working in the sub and pod market. The sub located in the student center is filled with long lines or sometimes even empty. Many students find the common issue the register machines going offline. Senior Jasmine Dial says this issue causes students a lot of problems.
It's completely different than it has been since the years that I've been here. Students have to eat. Half the time when you go to get you some food, you can't because the machines are down. And either you can't take your card or you have to have cash. And a lot of students don't have cash. Everybody kind of relies on their declining balance to eat.
Representatives from RMARC say the campus wireless system affects the machines. Since wireless has gotten better, machines are improving.
TSU's male students are getting an important lesson in fashion. Mr. Senior has a mission to hand down what he thinks is a valuable skill. News 98, Odessa Lewis has the story.
Ties and bow ties are the main subject of the Tie Me Down seminar hosted by TSU's Mr. Senior, Charles Anderson.
That's all I really want to do is help the next generation learn how to tie ties and carry themselves professionally.
Several of Tennessee State University alumni joined in the Humanities Building to host a seminar to teach young men on how to dress for success.
This seminar, thoughtfully put together, educates young men on how to properly tie a tie, tie a bow tie, and what color accessories to wear with different color suits.
So this event was very important to us. Just to be able to tell these young kids, the young students on, how important it is to when you go on an interview or when you step outside, how important it is to look.
The group of students were very thankful for the seminar and left with a lot of new knowledge about how to properly dress like a man.
To me, it was like what suits go with interviews and what suits don't, what to wear, what not to wear more, and how to tie the ties seemed very important.
At the end of the seminar, students were given a chance to win gifts from the alumni for answering questions about what they had learned. And also, Mr. Anderson allowed the students to come up and get free ties. From your TSU TV News 98, I am Odessa Lewis.
Mr. Senior hopes that students will use skills they learned to help today dress for success at future job interviews. Coming up, see how Lady Tigers set a new record and brought home a win.
Plus, Mr. Junior explains why changing your personal hygiene for the month can enhance leadership development. Welcome back, TSU. Today in Tiger Talk, you may have noticed some guys around campus have seemed to forget to do their part of their morning routine. Today, Mr. Junior explains why no one's using their razors this month, all for a good cause. Welcome, Will.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. What was your inspiration in participating in No Shave November?
Well, one of the things I've loved about TSU is it's always given the students a drive to give back. Being Mr. Junior and also a member of the Collegiate 100 Black Men of Tennessee State University, I'm always looking for a new, fun way to give back to my community.
Okay, well, what are you using? Are you doing a scholarship with this?
What we're doing is actually a leadership package. What we've decided to do is our goal is to raise $1,000, and that way we'll be able to give $500 to a high school student as well as $500 to a college student and give them some different things we think are the fundamental building blocks of becoming a good leader on campus.
Okay, well, is this with an organization?
Several organizations. Like I said, my position with Mr. Junior, so the SGA, along with the Collegiate 100 Black Men. Alumni, Aaron McGee is also working with us. He works with the YMCA of Nashville and is the chair of the Young Black Achievers organization.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, will this scholarship continue year-round?
We'd really like to see it happen annually. Now, whether or not it'll be year-round, we haven't quite decided on, but No Shave November typically is just for this month. So it's a fun thing to rally behind and raise awareness.
Okay, well, when can we expect the winner to be announced?
We're really looking at starting off in the spring semester, especially for the college or the high school student. Some of the big deadlines for them comes up in the spring semester, so we like to get them prepared for that.
Okay, well, on behalf of TSU 98, Live at 5, we thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, coming up, hear how TSU Tigers are hoping their season isn't over on the gridiron. Chantell has that more in sports coming up next.
Tennessee State finishes out the season with a defeat against Murray State with a score of 17-10 on Saturday. TSU struggled to keep up with Murray State during the first 2 quarters. As the first half ended, the Tigers were outgained in yardage 246-87, with MSU leading 10-3. Neither side scored in the third quarter. However, TSU took control of the game with a touchdown from Ronald Butler to Wesley Samuels at the 9:49 mark of the last quarter, tying the game 10-10. Fans cheered along as TSU began to overpower MSU. Murray State failed to score on its next 2 possessions, allowing the Tigers to run the ball with plenty of success. With a minute 28 left on the clock, a 19-yard touchdown by Telvin Hooks proved to be the difference. Hooks says the team knew what was needed to make a difference from the first half, and that's why they succeeded.
The difference was we was just more fired up. We knew what it came down to and what we needed to do to get to the next, to get this win.
It was a gutsy performance by our football team. We're still playing with a lot of guys that are beat up and injured, but we found a way to win here tonight, and we were relentless, and we want to give God the glory for that.
TSU's victory over Murray State is its first since 2007. The Tigers will take a week off and find out if the team makes the playoffs on Sunday. Tennessee State basketball team fails to win at home, losing to Lipscomb 75-70 on Monday night. The Tigers fought hard to get ahead, but the Bisons rattled off as time ran out. TSU's Patrick Miller led the team with 28 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. However, his efforts weren't enough to get the team a win. Tennessee State forced a season-high 21 turnovers, but only shot 34% from the field. With this loss, the Tigers dropped to 0-5 for the first time since 1999-2000 season. The Tigers will hit the road once again when the team travels to Knoxville for a contest with the University of Tennessee on Friday evening. Tip-off for that game starts at 6. The Tennessee State University volleyball team returned home, being away for the last 5 games to go head-to-head with Southern Illinois University Edwardsville. 2-time All-OVC senior setter Erica Moss and the conference's kills and points leader Naomi Wells now have a chance to lead the team in the OVC tournament. As a duo, these ladies have set new records for TSU, with Moss having the most assists in school history. The Tigers scored first with back-to-back points. However, SIUE tied the match to take their first lead 3-2. A kill by Wells put TSU 1 point away from taking the set 24-3. SIUE closed out the set 30-28 to win the match 3-1.
Everybody knows what to expect for tomorrow, so I expect it to be a great match, and I expect great competition, and I expect to win.
I feel pretty good. I've been doing my part as a setter and as a leader, trying to produce as much as I can in the aspect of volleyball and off the court as well.
Match will be Thursday night at 7 at Morehead State for the first round of the OVC tournament. The Tennessee State family mourns the loss of one of the most successful basketball players to compete for the university, John Barnhill. Barnhill was the point guard on TSU's 1957-1959 national championship team, tallying 1,253 points as his time as a Tiger. In 1959, the talented player was drafted by the St. Louis Hawks, playing an average of 21 minutes for his first NBA team. Throughout his career, he also played for the Baltimore Bullets and the San Diego Rockets. Following his playing career, Barnhill became an assistant coach for the Los Angeles Lakers. He eventually ended his career with the Indiana Pacers of the American Basketball Association in 1972. The alumnus was entered into the TSU Sports Hall of Fame in 1983. He will be remembered as a student, a champion, and a Tiger. Barnhill was 75. That is such a sad story.
It is.
It's never good to lose a legend.
I know it.
Never. Coming up, see how the art department shows how creative they are.
And do you like fashion? See next why TSU students are going on the runway. All that and more after the break.
Cynthia St. James is a world-renowned multicultural visual artist and an award-winning author and illustrator of 17 children's books. She chose to visit TSU to exhibit a variety of her paintings. St. James is a highly commissioned visual artist, popular college and university lecturer, artist in residence, and architectural designer who has numerous awards. She is most celebrated for designing the first Kwanzaa stamp for the United States Postal Service in 1997. Her paintings will be exhibited in Elliott Hall in the art department until December 1st. They are also available to be purchased.
I wanted to have a selection that showed some of the variety of the art that I do, from education to a piece I did on Mandela for an award he received. It was really an award, to the Caribbean, to Mardi Gras, just an eclectic kind of group.
Career in 2014. You have lots of chances to hear some great music from some of your classmates in the next 2 weeks. The shows get started with TSU's orchestra performance tomorrow night here in the Performing Arts Center Recital Hall. The strings start strumming at 7. To hear a little bit of praise, TSU's gospel chorus will perform Monday night at 7 o'clock also in the Recital Hall. After the Thanksgiving break, the University Choir will perform Tuesday, December 3rd in the Recital Hall. That show also starts at 7. And if you're not in the holiday spirit yet, TSU's music department is hosting its annual Follow the Music program starting at 7 p.m. with caroling and music all around the Performing Arts Center. There'll be singing and music in the Rotunda, Recital Hall, and in the theater. You can see some of the top fashions right here on campus tonight. Collegiate 100 and the NACWC are presenting the 100 Week Fashion Talent Show. It is tonight, starting at 7 p.m. in Elliott Hall. There is $1 plus canned good entry or $2 without any canned goods. All proceeds go to the 100 Thanksgiving Canned Food Drive. Women of Empowerment and Collegiate 100 kicks off their week's first event with the 100 Basketball Tournament. The tournament consisted of male organizations coming together to battle for basketball championship. The organizations who participated were Generation of Educated Men, Black Incorporated, Omega Phi Psi Incorporated, Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated, and Collegiate 100. All of the organizations received a chance to play one game, and the winner of each went out to the championship. Alpha Phi Alpha took home the championship for the tournament. Queen Talk held its Part 1 seminar on Tuesday, November 19th, with learn ways to contribute to Thanksgiving meals as the talk of conversation. Girls gathered around as Ms. Lipscomb explained how to be an honorable guest and ways to save around the Thanksgiving holidays. Queen Talk, presented by Ms. Lipscomb, consists of conversations and advice for all girls who wanted to learn how to achieve success while presenting oneself in a respectable manner. Each seminar will take place on Tuesdays from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at Tennessee State University's main campus in the Student Success Center, second floor auditorium. Want to find out about TSU sports? Tiger Score may be the show for you. Well, TSU TV 98 has a show that puts the spotlight on TSU sports. The first show aired October 28th, which explained the pre-basketball season for both men and women teams. The next show will be November 25th, which will explain the end of TSU football season. You can follow Tiger Score on Twitter and Facebook by searching Tiger Score in the search box. And you can also email Cheryl Morris at smorris@tnstate.edu. Sounds like a pretty interesting story, you guys. I love to see that show.
I know. I watched it. It was great.
Sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm. That's all we have for this edition of TSU TV News.
And join us this time, December 4th, for more news you can use. Good night.